this is my greenhouse, and we are back here at Bonnaroo with the sword, grilling with the sword. And you guys seem pretty prepared for a camping festival. Have you been to a lot?
You know, I think this is actually the first one we've done.
Right.
But yeah, we've seen a lot of movies.
Right, yeah.
So we know how to do the grill and all that.
And I take it you've never been to Bonnaroo before?
Never been to Bonnaroo.
Well, you came early. It's for those watching at home. It's Thursday afternoon at like 2:30. The music begins in a few hours, and then the sword plays tonight. You know, a few years ago, I think at Bonnaroo, I don't know if you're familiar with Bonnaroo's history, but a few years ago at Bonnaroo, it might have been a little bit unusual to see the sword playing at Bonnaroo, because it definitely started out as more of a jam band festival with members of Fish and members of the Grateful Dead were the big attractions. And now with Metallica headlining this year, the rumor this past year is that Led Zeppelin, you know, if they reunited, was going to be here.
Oh yeah.
And we still have Robert Plant playing this year.
And we still have Robert Plant playing, and you guys are here. And also, it's interesting that Metallica is here because Metallica counts themselves as fans of the sword.
Oh yeah.
Can you talk about that some, and also talk about at the same time playing a festival with such a varied audience?
Well, okay, where do I begin? As far as like the varied audience thing goes, I don't really, never really think too much about who the audience is. You know, we're gonna do the same show, kind of regardless of what it is.
Right.
So, I guess Bonnaroo does have a reputation as being kind of like a hippie festival, because I had never even heard of it until we were asked to play it. And I said, well, what's that? And they're like, oh, it's these people walking around with garbage bags full of mushrooms.
Yeah.
A bunch of naked people on acid. And we said, okay, well, we'll go do that. You know, that sounds fine. But I don't know. I think what we're going to do tonight has pretty universal appeal. So hopefully some hippies will enjoy it too. And then, what were we going to say?
I was going to say hippies and hipsters, because I have a lot of friends that definitely would count themselves as hipsters that are really huge fans of your band.
Yeah, that's good. Well, because it takes all types.
Yeah, absolutely.
As they say.
And you guys formed in 2003 in Austin. And Austin, Texas, again, talking about being an anomaly and being a band that kind of stands out from your peers. Yeah. Austin's known. When I think of Austin, Texas, besides obviously thinking South by Southwest, I think of bands like Spoon. And singer-songwriter bands, perhaps.
Yeah.
And what made Milwaukee famous, which are also playing today. And the Sword, when I think of you guys, I don't really consider the fact that you're from Austin, Texas. I just think of the Sword as being, badass heavy music that I happen to like. Can you talk a little bit about being an Austin, Texas band? Do you feel yourself a part of that scene at all? Or?
I wouldn't even say that Austin has any kind of coherent scene. Right. There are just some. There's a massive agglomeration of bands that exist in that small geographical area, but they don't have anything to do with each other. It's just, I don't think us being from Austin has anything to do with anything, or it's like we're not part of any kind of scene. There's no, there aren't really other metal bands there that. I mean, there are, but there aren't.
Well, as Benji said before, one fan I know of your music has been a very outspoken fan of you, because Lars from Metallica actually in the press conference preceding Bonnaroo, he said that all Metallica fans should go see you guys today. And the question was, what other bands at Bonnaroo will Metallica fans like? And he said, you go see the Sword. So, I mean, are you a fan of Metallica? Is it a band that supported to your own evolution?
We're huge Metallica fans. It'd be hard
not to be, right?
Because you've heard these albums, right?
Yeah.
So, we're huge Metallica fans, and it's actually just really crazy, because we'd heard these rumors for a long time that it was like, people were like, oh, Lars Ulrich's really into you guys. And we were like, really? No, that's some, whatever. You hear things.
Right.
And then we played a show in San Francisco one night, and I looked over, and like Lars was next to the stage, like watching the set, and I was like, well, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I guess maybe he is a fan. And we ended up hanging out and talking with him, and then this last time we hung out, similar thing, only this time I noticed this guy was like playing air drums like wildly. And I looked over, and it was Lars again.
That's awesome.
And does he do air drums as well as his normal drums?
Yeah. It was his rather animated air drummer.
I mean, being a drummer, yourself, I'm sure that there's some, you must particularly like the fact that if anyone in Metallica, it's Lars.
That is, that's something. But we ended up hanging out with Lars recently, like over at his house and whatever.
Nice.
And he's a
play some Rock Band or some video games where you do some more air drumming together?
No, we didn't play any video games. But we're going to Europe next month. We're going to go over there and do some big arena shows. So
Speaking of European arena rock, you are wearing a Led Zeppelin t-shirt. And
Uh-huh.
This is obviously the year of the resurgence of Led Zeppelin.
yeah.
All about the plants doing and Rumors of the Union. Do you have a favorite Led Zeppelin period or song? I see you wearing a song remains the same shirt. Is there one that sticks out in your mind?
Oh, Led Zeppelin 3. That's probably my favorite Led Zeppelin album.
Good album.
Right, yeah.
By far, and then of course I like. I enjoy all periods,
Yeah.
but I do really like Physical Graffiti,
Yeah.
stuff they didn't play out live so much to my chagrin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's no bad Zeppelin, really, so to speak.
Talking about bands that you're a fan of, like I said earlier, Bonnaroo does have a very varied, eclectic lineup. Besides Metallica, have you looked at the schedule at all, or there's any other bands here that you guys are singing? And also, while you answer that question, are you guys staying for the whole festival?
We're not staying for the whole festival. We leave like day after tomorrow. But we really just wanted to see Metallica, Willie Nelson.
Nice.
Grupo Fantasma I've never seen, but I hear they're incredible.
They are
We're
great,
going to see
yeah.
them tonight.
So like Coachella.
Yeah, so Coachella playing behind
and
them.
Zach Galifianakis and
Yeah.
some of these great comedians that are here. So, we'll see how it all pans out. Between the sun, beer, and the piles of meat.
Yeah.
Now, obviously,
I don't know where
we
I'm
got the
gonna go.
Budweiser here. Can you tell you a little bit about what you're doing here? You said that you are the official griller for the Sword.
I am. I'm in a sense, I'm the grill master.
Drummer and grill master.
And grill master. Charlie, our tour manager, he's a grill expert. He's sort of we co-chair
He doesn't work underneath you.
the grill committee. Not so much. He's more like a consultant.
Consultant.
Sometimes I need some advice, but yeah, I do most of the grilling.
And what are these that you're grilling up right now?
There's some baby T-bones here.
Nice.
They're looking good.
What other things did you bring to prepare? It's almost like we're about to watch a football game
Or another great spectator event.
or another great spectator.
Just some
event.
kind of great spectator event.
Exactly. Grilling and spectator events go
and
together.
Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Once again, you guys are listening and watching Relix Magazine's Full Turkey with Trevitt from the Sword.
Good.